Welcome, Valkyrie fans. Well, this was a bummer. I was hoping we could get a win here. It was nice to see them come back in the beginning of the third quarter, but that didn't last long. Um, got it down to because it was a 10-point halftime, and then got it down to four, and then Phoenix went on a run after that. But, I just saw some. Tip gets injured, Carla gets injured. It's like every time we play Phoenix, they're beating the crap out of us. Physically beating the crap out of us. And I don't know. We needed everybody healthy to have a chance in this game. And I thought with Tip back, but Zandalcini's not even, she didn't even make the trip. I don't know what's going on. She's missed so many games, and we could have really used her. When she's been there, it's been a big difference. So, I don't know. Not much to say about this game. Phoenix just has more talented players than we do. And especially, having to play our bench. It's like half the starters are missing, and I don't know. Just disappointing. I really wanted to split with Phoenix, hoping that, they'd be tired from their back-to-back, but, we didn't push the ball down the floor enough to tire them out so that we could have taken advantage in the fourth quarter. That's what I was hoping for, that we could wear them down, but, you get Carla hurt and you get Tip hurt. They're the ones that are going to push the ball down the floor. We just didn't shoot well enough. And looking at the stats, we just, Bonner and Akoa Makani both hit 4 threes. That's, 24 points right there? I don't know. Anyway, Phoenix gets the win, 81-72. They outscore us, let's see, all but the fourth quarter. 17-15, then they outscored us in the second, 24-16. They outscored us in the third, 26-23, and then we outscored them 18-14 in the fourth. And a lot of that was in the last, 2 minutes. We shot 37% as a team. Burton shot okay, Salun shot okay, and Kate Martin was 3 for 6. Rupert was 3 for 9, which is 33%, and they were all, she was 3 for 6 from 3. But we only made 8 3-pointers. We took 31 shots. They took 32 and they made 14. What's that? Six 3-point shots? That's 18 points in threes. They outscored us. We only had 2 players in double figures. We didn't turn the ball over. That was good. But they out-rebounded us 33-31. Allyssa Thomas got another triple-double against us. Not good. Anyway, Salun had a decent game. She had 15 points. She was 7 for 12. She was 1 for 5 from 3, though. And then Burton had 11 points, and that was it. Everybody else is in single digits here. Rupert had 9. Temi had 4, but she only played 15 minutes. Hayes, 5 points, but, she only played 20 minutes. Carla, 6 points. She only played 15. She was 1 for 6. She got 4 points at the foul line. Ami here got 6 points. She was 1 for 9. She had 8 rebounds, though. Charles had 9 points. She had 5 rebounds, 3 steals. We ended up having 7 steals against them. They had 13 turnovers. We just couldn't. We got 17 points off those turnovers, so that was a good part of our game. But we had defensive lapses. There were backdoor cuts that just easy hoops. Our defense is usually better than that. That was disappointing to see. Kate Martin had 7 points. She hit a three right at the end of the game there. 4 rebounds. But we shot 25% from three. Just not good enough. I mean, Phoenix shot 43% from overall and from three. They had 6 blocks against us and 4 steals. So you had Satu with 12 points. Thomas had 13. She had 16 assists and 12 rebounds. She had 4 turnovers. Natasha Mack, who hurt us last game, didn't hurt us this game. She had 3 points, 4 rebounds. Kalia Copper, who also hurt us last game, not so much this game. I mean, a little bit. She had 12 points. She was 5 for 14. She didn't shoot as well this game. And then Akoa Makani, 4 for 6 from 3, 6 for 9 overall, 18 points. She killed us. And then Dewana Bonner, 14 points, 4 for 6 from 3, 5 for 9 overall, 6 rebounds. Let's see. Sammy Whitcomb had 2 threes. Catherine Westbeld added 1. Let's see. Yeah. And that rounds it out for Phoenix. I still think we're going to make the playoffs. I mean, unless we would just completely collapse with, just these injuries and stuff. But we have 2 games. Here's what the rest of the schedule looks like. So we have 2 games with Dallas. We have a game with Washington. We have 1 with Indiana, and then 1 with Seattle. Those are 5 games that we've beaten Seattle quite a few times. They're up and down, so we just have to. If we happen to catch them, it's next to last game, the Seattle game. So a lot depends on what position they're in, what position we're in at that point. But if we can win those 5 and we lose to New York and Minnesota, I'm hoping we can actually win the last one against Minnesota because I'm thinking they're going to sit their players. They may sit, depending on the situation, they may be resting players because we play them we play Minnesota, then Seattle, then Minnesota again. So we play the first Minnesota at Valhalla. So it all depends if they're sitting players. I mean, they've already clinched, but, by then they may not want to get their players hurt and they may want to just play them like the first half. So depending on the situation, we'll see what happens there. But if we can win those 5, if we can be to 2 Dallas, Washington, that's 3, then Indiana, I'm hoping we can beat them because it's in Valhalla, and then get the Seattle game, we should be okay. Only because Seattle, the Sparks, and Indiana are all playing they're going to beat each other. They can't possibly all win. So they're all going to be taking losses along, like we will. And I can't see, I was looking at Indiana's schedule and I see maybe 3 wins for them for the rest of the season. They have to play, Minnesota 2 more times, but not near the end. They're playing them, I think, Sunday. And then they play them 1 more time. And then they've got a number of tough games coming up that I think they only have. And they have to play Chicago, and Chicago looks better. They look better with Angel Reese back. They may have trouble with them. And then you basically, I think it's going to be, who knows what's going to happen with the Sparks, though, because they can be very up and down. They should be better than they are, but it'll probably be us, the Sparks, and the Storm, barring any major things happening. I don't know what positions those 3 teams will be in, but I see the Fever dropping out, and then it'll be us, Seattle, and the Sparks. We only play Seattle once. We play Indiana the 31st of August, and then Seattle the next to last game. So as long as we take care of business on the, you know, the teams that aren't New York and Minnesota, we'll see. It may come down to that Indiana game or the Seattle game, whether we get in or not. But, we have to beat Dallas twice. And we got to beat Washington. We should be able to do that. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm bummed. I wanted us to get one of these games against the Mercury, but can't do it with a MASH unit. So, oh well. At this point, I just want us to make the playoffs. If we can do that, that's a successful season. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.